Hey guys, it's GameFace and welcome back to episode 62 of my Leeds United career mode. Now in today's episode we're going to be playing 4 games. Well, we'll be playing 3 games, but we'll get on to the 4th one as well. We'll sim that match at the end of today's episode. And the first game is against Man United, then we've got Arsenal in the quarter-finals of one of the cup competitions, and then Atletico Madrid in the Champions Cup as well. So 3 really big games to kick things off. Then we'll sim a game against Norwich in the league as well. That one's a home game, as is this one in the league. And you can see, if we get 3 points here, we could well go up to 6th position. So could be quite an important one, this one. Obviously, it's a tough team, this one against Man United. This is the side I'm going to go with. And a quick update as to what's going to happen with this series. I think I'm going to continue until the end of the season. So for now, we will be continuing the series. You guys seem to, anyway, in the comments below, are wanting to keep the series going anyway. So that's what we'll do until the end of the season. And decide from there exactly whether we do another season or whether we change career modes, which is probably more likely, to be honest. But let's crack on with this game. This is the side I'm going to go with. We've got Pickford starting in goal. We've got Patterson at right back, Anderson and Arvidsson with 2 centre-backs. Shinnie starts here with Delphin Bridcut in front. And we've got Moreno, Gray out wide with Vieira and Berahino going forward. Before we get into the game, though, if we could go ahead and hit 35 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well down below. That'd be absolutely fantastic. I really do appreciate all the support I get on these videos. And yeah, let's crack on with the game against Man United. Huge rivalry, obviously. Hopefully we can get ourselves a decent result. And yeah, we'll just wait and see how we get on. Okay, here we go for the home game here against Manchester United. I just quickly thought, I hope that it's gone back to legendary difficulty. I hope it's saved the legendary difficulty as opposed to being world class, which is what we've been on for the play career mode. Hopefully it has saved it. If not, then obviously we're going to be in for quite an easy ride here. But judging by the start that Man United have made, quite aggressive, difficult start. Maybe we are on legendary, so it might be okay actually. I didn't quite check though before we went into this game. Berahino looking to get around the defence. Berahino will shoot, good save by David De Gea. Can't quite get to the rebound. And unfortunate not to go 1-0 up there. Decent chance for Berahino on his weaker foot. Vieira onto Berahino, gets in behind. Berahino with a chance, and this time finishes it off just about off the post. Nearly hit the other one as well. Didn't quite. And what the hell has happened here? It's all kicked off between Berahino and David De Gea. Almost looks like a little bit of a fight there, but he's up and running and can go off and celebrate. We win the game 1-0, 6 minutes in. Brilliant start from us. Opened them up, good bit of play. And I just got in behind Smalling, who was unable to catch up with Berahino to make it 1-0. Good chance for them, it's 1-1. That's frustrating the way we conceded there. Not managed to clear the corner well enough. It's Mkhitaryan to equalise for them. 18 minutes in. I think we are on legendary, judging by the way that they have played here. It's been a competitive start to the game in the opening 20 minutes. You can just see we don't play the ball quick enough. When you're around quality players like Pogba and Mkhitaryan, they're going to create something. And usually when they shoot, it's probably going to be a goal. So it's 1-1 and they're back on level terms. And we could well have ourselves a decent game on our hands here. Barlow looking to run through our defence, he's done it, and he finished it off. It's 2-1, Man United take the lead, and it's just before half-time. Frustrating the way that one's happened, again not defended it well enough. Too easy for him to dribble past, and a player of that quality is always going to finish those ones off. It's 2-1, and we are behind. That's frustrating, but we can try and get back into things. There's not been that many chances, to be honest. The ones that they've taken, the ones they've taken, I should say, and we've not created that many in recent times. So, yeah, it's a bit frustrating. A lot of it has been in midfield. So, yeah, we've not managed to get a decent grip of the game. Neither team has, to be honest, but those chances that they've created, they've scored. Half-time, still losing the game 2-1. I think we're going to keep the team the same. We just need to keep hold of the ball a little bit more. Need to take control of possession a bit better. And that should hopefully be able to win us the game, I think, just by increasing the possession a little bit. Man United have been too dominant at times. And it has been a bit scrappy as well at times. So we need to just try and cut that out. And hopefully we can get ourselves a couple of chances to score from. Good news, we've injured Pogba. That's a good start to the second half. He was a big part of the way they were playing in the first half. Bridge cut. Oh, it's close. Much closer than I was expecting when I took the shot, to be honest. Okay, first change with just over 30 minutes to go. We're going to bring on Lecco. That means we'll take off Delph, and Vieira's going to move back into midfield alongside Bridcut. Delph's been booked. He's also, I think, not managing to get control of the midfield as well as I'd hoped. So we're going to put in Vieira there to hopefully try and do that. And Lecco is going to try and drive us forward, hopefully. We'll wait and see what happens. We need to obviously try and change something. 30 minutes to go. Not keeping hold of possession well enough still. But maybe that will change things. Vieira. We needed one of those to go in. That might have been a chance for us to try and get back on level terms. Hasn't quite happened. It was a good save by David De Gea. Lecco's in there and it's punched away by David De Gea. And put back into the box for Lecco. Oh, bounces over the bar for a corner. I think that was them that actually put it back in there. That was obviously a bit of a strange decision, but we'll take another corner. Hopefully get a goal this time. Gray trying to find Anderson. Couldn't pick him out. Final two changes, final options that we can bring off the bench. Chris Wood and Roof to come on. That means we will take off Berahino and Moreno. Gray will move on to the right-hand side. And yeah, 20 minutes left. We've got to try and do something a little bit different. Clearly wasn't managing to work with Berahino up front, so we're going to have to try and go for a bit more height, and hopefully that will cause Man United some problems. No way. Oh, what a save. And blocked again. Oh no, this is too good. Dybala's completely outdone us there. Brilliant bit of skill. It's 3-1, the game's over. The changes will now be made too late, and yeah, that's just brilliant bit of skill. Fantastic finish. Can't argue with that. 3-1. Well, at least the change has been made with 7 minutes to go. Through to Roof. Good chance for us here. Straight from kickoff, and that's a terrible finish. Vieira. On to Lecco. Finds Vieira. Wood. Oh, I was looking for another pass. Chris Wood still has it. Gets blocked. Sums up our game, really. Just not managed to get that shot away at the final moment. Bridcut looking for the pass through to Roof. He's got to do something here. Roof. Still going. Can he get in front of his man and get the shot away? He hasn't, but that's going to be a penalty. Surely it is. But it's too late. It's the 90th minute. It's Damian as well. And yeah, that could be a chance for us now to get a goal back. Like I say, it'll be too late even if it does go in, so it doesn't matter that much. But it has gone in. Lecco slides it home nice and calmly. 3 minutes added on. I'm not even going to think about a draw because I think it's very, very, very unlikely. So we'll wait and see what happens. I'm pretty sure the whistle will be blown, and it has been. We lost the game 3-2. I can't have that many complaints. The only complaint I can have is that we don't go 2-0 up in that first half. So dominant in the first sort of 10 minutes. Man United just didn't seem to arrive. And then when we did score, they turned up and basically turned us over completely. So frustrating. We don't get any points, and I can't really argue with some of the goals. The third goal in particular, it's just a good bit of skill. And yeah, he finished it off well, Dybala. So we don't get any points in that game. There's some more matches coming up, so hopefully we can do something in those matches. Game against Arsenal and Atletico Madrid just a few days after that game against Arsenal as well. First of all, though, let's get on with some player drills. Hopefully have some players going up here. And Pickford might be one of those that does go up. Yes, he has done on 3 of his attributes. No changes in overall this week. But yes, decent progress. Okay, this is the side I've gone with for this next game against Arsenal. It's obviously a cup competition, so we are going to make some changes, especially with that big game in the Champions League in a few days' time. Pickford starts in goal though again. Ayling is going to play at right back. Then we got Tuazabi playing as my centre back alongside Anderson. Denton as my left back with Cook, Phillips, Lecco, Dakara and Diame in midfield. With Abraham starting up front, obviously did very, very well. I think it was last episode that he did very well. It might be the one before that, but he comes into the side. This is the bench I've gone with Wright and Morrison, the slightly different sort of names on the bench here. Morrison in particular, who I don't think we've actually played with much before, if at all. So we'll wait and see whether we do need him off the bench. Some decent stats actually there in parts. So we'll wait and see how he gets on against Arsenal. Let's crack on with things. It's a quarter-final, so obviously if we win this, we would go into the semis. And yeah, it's for the FA Cup, so we want to try and do well. Okay, here we go. Some FA Cup action here for us. Let's wait and see how he gets on. Calvin Phillips starting midfield. I want him to perform well. He has done also at times done very, very well. So we'll wait and see whether that's the case for this game. Lewis Cook also getting a start as well after being left out. Obviously, he doesn't play as much. We've got Delph and Bridcut who obviously do very good jobs in the similar sort of position. Dakara starts as well, and he has done very well for us at times when he's been needed. And yeah, just after an overall decent performance to get us into the next round. Ozil, oh, he scored. I thought I'd gone wide or I'd hit the post and gone out, but it's 1-0 Arsenal, 13 minutes in. It's been a high-intensity start from them, playing some decent stuff. And again, just a case that we can't clear it. That seems to happen a lot. I tried to put my foot through it, didn't happen. And we're actually just going to make a slight tweak to the positioning of a few players now. I can't believe we're 1-0 down so early on. It's going to be Diame is going to just go a little bit further back, and we'll put Calvin Phillips, I think, a bit further forward. We might swap him around with Cook at some point. The reason why I've changed that is because Javier Martinez, a player that they've signed, is just dominating that midfield. Diame is hopefully going to outstrength him in there. So that's the reason why I've made that change. Hopefully it influences us a little bit, gets us further up the pitch, but opening 15 minutes to go 1-0 down against Arsenal, that's a tough one to take. Hopefully we can get back into things a little bit better than we did against Man United. No, oh, what a header that was. Oof, Ayling saved us there. Could have been 2-0. There's a free header there, I think, for Ozil at the back post. Half-time, losing the game 1-0. Arsenal are just happy and very, very content to just pass it around now. They're not really looking to go forward that often, and when they do, I imagine they'll be very, very clinical. So it's frustrating. They bring on Ramsey here as well. What a substitution to make when you're winning the game 1-0 at half-time. Javier Martinez coming off, so maybe we could actually make a change ourselves. Okay, so we're going to switch things around. Not actually any subs just yet. We're just going to move Lewis Cook into centre attacking mid. Dakara's going to move up front. Abraham's going to go onto the left-hand side. We'll see what that does in the opening 15 minutes. Then we'll obviously look to the bench if it's not made any improvements. Sanchez, really, really good dribbling. Can't win it back off them at the moment, Arsenal. Fantastic football. We're really, really struggling, actually. Very much out of our depth here. That's what it feels like, anyway. Okay, first two changes. It's not working at the moment, so we're going to have to do something about it. Aarons and Wright to come on. We'll take off Diame and Abraham. Abraham's been useless, so we are going to take him off. That means we are going to stick Lecco up front. Dakara's going to move back onto the left-hand side. Cook's going to just go at centre attacking mid still. So, yeah, we'll see if that makes any changes. At the moment, Arsenal is completely dominating us. Possession has been a huge issue so far in this episode. And it seems like it's going to remain that way unless we can keep hold of the ball a little bit better for the final 30 minutes. And we're also going to go out at this rate. We're not playing good enough. Okay, final roll of the dice. Dakara's going to come off. Morrison's going to come on. And we're really left again having to just switch things around because nothing is working at the moment. Wright's going to go onto the left-hand side. Morrison's going to play right behind Aarons. Basically just go for pace a little bit there. Lecco will go back onto the right-hand side. 20 minutes and things are not looking good. Really not looking good. Dakara's been terrible. Abraham's been terrible. So inconsistent, these players. 1 minute they're playing fantastically. The next they are dreadful. Some of the passing has been atrocious. Come on, Morrison. You got 5-star weak foot. Or have you? Oh, no, I thought it'd gone in. That's it. We're out the FA Cup. Don't know what's happened. It's not the team selection. The team selection's fine. I've put these sort of teams out before. And we've played against much better sides on paper than Arsenal's team here. But one shot, that's not good enough. I don't know what's happened. I can't... I mean, the difficulty's on Legendary, definitely. I don't know whether it's somehow changed itself because it feels like a whole different game. The amount of press that these teams are putting us under is incredible and not something that I've experienced on this career mode anyway in a long time. So, don't know why that's happened, but Man United were very, very strong, very pressing. Arsenal were just running rings around us for most of that game, so I don't know what was going on there. It should have been more than 1-0. Really, really bad performance from us. And we got out of the FA Cup. Disappointing. I don't know what's happened there. But we need to now try and mend things by winning in the Champions Cup, which is obviously the game we got coming up now in just a few days' time. It's not long to turn things around and recover. Okay, this is the side I'm going to go with for this game against Atletico Madrid. In the Champions Cup, we got Pickford again starting in goal, Patterson, Janssen, Arvidsson, and Shinnie as my 4 centre-backs, or my 4 defenders, I should say. Woodcock, Delph, Gray, Snodgrass and Vieira as my midfielders, and Berahino starting up front. So not too dissimilar to what you've seen before, but Snodgrass comes in, hopefully going to give us a better option out there. A strong bench for us, Jason Denayer on there in case we need another centre-back. Obviously some other faces as well that you've probably seen before. So yeah, let's crack on with things, see how we get on. I think this is the round of 16, although I could be wrong. Might actually be further in the competition than that. Let's just take a look now. I can't quite remember whereabouts we are. Yeah, round of 16, so I've got that one right. And yeah, let's wait and see how we get on in the home leg of this game. Need to obviously win. It goes without saying, pretty much. It's currently 1-1 from the first leg, so that means that obviously we were the away team, so we've got a 1-0 away goal, and yeah, we'll wait and see whether they get any goals themselves. Obviously, if they score, then it levels things out massively, but basically, we just need to make sure that we don't concede in this game, something that we've struggled to do in the last 2 matches. Okay, here we go. Got a 1 away goal advantage here, so that should benefit us slightly, but not by much, to be honest, because as soon as they score, things are levelled out completely, assuming that obviously we would score again. So yeah, this could very much go into penalties. It could go, obviously, into extra time first, but we'll wait and see what happens in this match. We need a much better performance than what we've had so far this episode. Need to get some players passing better. Yep, that's a good example of how not to pass. Opening 10 minutes here, not many chances, if any. Shinnie's going to take a shot, and yeah, we won't do that again. Alright, let's pick a spot. Let's try and get Janssen into that area. It might be offside. We'll go with it anyway. Janssen, he was offside. It went in, though. Damn, that's frustrating. It's difficult to get those right, but when you do get them right, it works perfectly. Berahino up against Felipe Luis. This is on a counter-attack from their corner. Gonna have to wait for some support here from Vieira. Vieira's gonna look across. Go on! Oh, no. No. This hasn't happened. How have you managed to do that? That's his favoured foot as well. God knows what it'd been like if it was his left. Oh no. Well, that could be the difference between going through and not going through. Half time, 0-0. We should obviously be winning. You obviously have seen that chance where we should have scored. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I can't believe we've missed that. We currently are obviously going through on away goals, but we need to get a goal. We can't just rely on the away goals thing and it remaining 0-0. We are going to keep things the same. I can't believe we've missed that chance for Gray. Such an easy chance. It blasted over the bar. Good pass from Vieira to Bridcut. Bridcut still going, pulls it back. Berahino, oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. That's the best and only decent chance, obviously, other than the Gray one that we've had. And it's a good save, that one, by the goalkeeper. I think it's Krul in net. Done a decent job so far with the chances that we have had. And Aubameyang on the counter-attack here. Don't score. Close. Oh, Berahino might get on the end of this one. He has done. It's a poor touch by the defender. Might actually be a midfielder, but Berahino still going. Waiting for Vieira. The pass wasn't quite right. Oh, no, Berahino couldn't keep control of it. Okay, first change, and it's going to be to bring on Moreno. We will take off Gray. Obviously, you probably know the reasons why. We're also going to change the formation a little bit, cause them some more hassle, hopefully, with the wingers. We're going to go to a 4-3-3 type formation, obviously, with the left and right forwards. Snodgrass will remain on the left-hand side. We'll actually go on to the left-hand side, but we'll remain on the pitch for now. And 30 minutes left to try and do something with this team. What the hell is that throwing? We're not going to do anything at that rate. Vieira onto Moreno. He's turned his man. Moreno! Oh, what should be the goal that seals it? Krul again saves. Really good turn. A little bit of luck, alright, but that shot has got to be a goal. Another change for us. Aarons is going to come on. We will take off Snodgrass this time round. 17 minutes to go. We'll then probably, with about sort of a few minutes to go, we'll probably look to bring on a centre-back if it remains at this scoreline. Because obviously we will be happy to go through on away goals. It's not ideal. We want to get another goal. We don't want to have to draw 0-0. It's not the greatest scoreline ever. But we might have to go defensive if it does remain this scoreline. A chance for us here though. Aaron's the substitutes running through. Oh, we never looked comfortable. I could almost have said it before it happened. Just never looked like we were ever going to be able to get past that final defender. Terrible again. Our attacking hasn't been good enough. Our defending's been okay. It's been a little bit inconsistent during this episode. Overall, though, just some really poor performances from us. Chance for Delph this time. Wait for that pass through to Berahino. Oh, another chance. Could have won this game 3 or 4-0. That many chances. Krul saving it. Just haven't managed to take the chances that we've made right at him. Because I have no faith in this team whatsoever, we're going to make the final change. Berahino's going to come off. We're going to bring on Jason Denayer. We have to do it, sadly. It's not something I want to do, but we're going to have to do it with 5 minutes to go. Because we're not looking good at times. So all over the place. Janssen now going to have to clear it to nobody up front. It's not even a decent clearance. Can't get that right. Got to be able to see this game out now. We're just going to have to hope that the away goals will see us through into the next round. Never like to rely on that, but with 5 minutes to go, can't see us managing to do anything else unless we can, from them throwing more players forward. Delph needs some support. Why would you stop the run, Vieira? Why? It's those sort of decisions that have meant that we've just not played as well as we could have. So frustrating, and had to stop the counter-attack there with Arvidsson. Final chance for us, maybe before the whistle gets blown. It's going to be Aarons with his fresh legs. Going to have to play it onto Moreno, waiting for Vieira to arrive. Vieira, oh my god, it's bad. It's really bad. But we are through into the next round. That's the only positive. It's not been great this episode in terms of performances overall, hasn't been great. This game wasn't actually too bad in terms of the chances we created, we just didn't take them. It could have been 4-0 that game, we had that many good chances. We are into the next round now, luckily, and it might well be against Dortmund, although it depends, I don't know if it gets drawn or whether that is the tournament tree that they use or not. It might be against Dortmund, it might be against someone else. We'll wait and find out, I think. So, yeah, that's everything for today's episode. We will quickly just sim the Norwich game if we have enough time. I think we should do just about. And we'll wait and see how we get on against them in the league. Hopefully we can finish off on a positive note by winning in the league. That would be quite nice. And yeah, we'll get on to that match now. Just before then though, we've got some more player drills to do. As you can see, Lecco going up to 73 overall this week. Great news for us. And we now can move on to that Norwich game. Okay, so I'll end the episode here as this game goes on against Norwich. We've got quite a strong team out here, by the way, as you can see on the left-hand side. But that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for supporting this episode and supporting the channel. But if we could go ahead and hit 35 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That would be absolutely fantastic. I would really appreciate that as well. And I will see you guys next time for another episode. As you can see, we win the game 2-1 here, and Gray just manages to rescue us 3 points. But that's everything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.